first like to shout out to MMA Talk. They cover a lot of news in the MMA community, rapidly, fast, and accurate than other people. MMA Talk has reportedly, they've been doing their work. Supposedly, the fights have been fixed. UFC's been doing fixed fights. Am I shocked? No. Are you shocked? Maybe. Are you gullible? Maybe. MMA Talk. Here we go. Let's see. Yes, breaking news. Several UFC fighters break silence on fixed fights. Ngannou refuses to fight Jake Paul. I want to cover that too. But guys, oh, here it goes. So.
Now the UFC has acknowledged that while the controversy 110, the UFC has issued a statement regarding a fight involving
Isaac Dulgarian this past Saturday night at UFC Vegas 110 after the betting line shifted dramatically just before he walked to the octagon, where he was ultimately submitted by Yadier Del Valle in the first round. The controversy stems from Dulgarian initially being listed as the heavy favorite by every major sportsbook, but the odds changed as the event was happening. While Dulgarian still closed as a favorite, his odds dropped and some sportsbooks actually removed the prop bet surrounding the fight, like betting on a first-round finish. Now the UFC has acknowledged that an investigation is ongoing into the situation after Dulgarian was reportedly released from the promotion just one day after the fight ended. The statement reads, "Like many professional sports organizations, UFC works with an independent betting integrity service to monitor wagering activity on our events. Our betting integrity partner, IC360, monitors wagering on every UFC event and is conducting a thorough review of the facts surrounding the Dulgarian vs. Del Valle bout on Saturday, November 1st. We take these allegations very seriously, and along with the health and safety of our fighters, nothing is more important than the integrity of our sport."
I have talked to multiple people who have either experienced or know of others who experienced situations where they have been approached about their willingness to do something like this. So I have been told by multiple people that they have been approached, they have been talked to and said, "Are you interested in this? Are you interested in throwing a fight for X amount of dollars?" Believe that's what happened with Darrick Minner, and all signs right now are pointing to something of that sort happening here. This is a massive issue for the UFC. And when you consider, now I haven't been told this part that I'm about to say, but when you consider the questionable refereeing as of late, you can't help, I said this last week, you can't help but let your mind go there as well, because there's no other possible explanation for some of the wacky stuff that we have seen as of late. And it's very easy to do. It's extremely easy to do. We've seen it. We've now seen it in broad daylight multiple times.
My question to you, Ariel, is this because of now these fighters are coming out because of this situation? Or has this been going on? Has fighters been coming to you, UFC fighters coming to you, Ariel, since you've been being a journalist in the MMA community? That's been years. Have people been mentioning this? And if so, why haven't you said anything until now? But let's just guess. Let's play devil's advocate. Let's just say that, since this situation, all these fighters, hey, let's hit up Ariel. Let's hit up Ariel and tell him the truth now. Are these fighters that are talking about this, are they still signed to the UFC? Drop it in the comments, guys. Let me know. I'm interested. Let's hear. Because, this is some serious allegations, but, hey, is this true? What do you guys think? Do you think that the UFC would do this to their fans? Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the little bell so you can see the latest. But comment, are these fighters still on the UFC roster? I don't even want to look them up. Veterans, I'm hearing veterans, but if that's the, guys, maybe they're just selling out. Maybe they're getting paid. Maybe they're getting paid to say this. Marketing. guys. Marketing. Remember, since the WWE and the UFC got together, I've been seeing a lot of wrestling going on, guys. Some WWE stuff. Am I making this up? Am I making this up, guys? Since the WWE and the UFC got together, there's World Wrestling Entertainment going on. I'm sorry. John Jones versus Cerrone, guys. Guys, that had to been one of them. I mean, you know what? Here's a better one. Some people are going to hate me for this one. Conor McGregor versus Cowboy.
Millions watching.
That's one hell of a coat, Donald. My God. I got to give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? I don't know whether you've outdone me. I've got lions on the inside of my baby here. You know what I mean? But that's a damn good coat, brother. What is it now? Was it crocodile or?
It's Python.
Python, good man.
I'm sure Peter might be here because I got rattlesnakes on and python. So
they have a warrant out for me as well, Peter. They're coming for me too. But I used to rock the python shoes a lot when I done the Ultimate Fighter with Uriah Faber. It's a good skin, but you know yourself. We don't want trouble with Peter. Although they're a shady crowd as well, apparently. There's a lot of... We'll get to that another day.
McGregor, tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. Brew for those with a fighting spirit. Cerrone in blue, Conor McGregor with a couple early shoulder strikes is in green.
Conor with a big shot to start this off. Oh, Donald's nose is already bleeding. And it might be from the shoulder. Yes.
Get out of here with that.
Oh!
Early head kick from McGregor. Cerrone covering up.
That's a big shot.
Cerrone trying to survive, 30 seconds in.
Donald's covering up.
Oh, this is going to be it.
Dean's going to stop it. That's it.
My whole life to be a UFC fighter and stand here in front of hundreds of thousands of people and fight. And on Conor McGregor fight, the biggest eyes, millions watching. My moment, and I didn't want to be there. I cannot answer that any clearer than that. It was such a strange feeling. When I was in the back, and I don't even want to go out there. I don't want to go. I don't want to be. So when Conor gave me that door, I took it. Yeah, that was my inner, right? Took the door. Let's go. Let's get out of here. It's that easy. It's that easy in a fight to get out. And I took it. And I have to live with that every day.
Guys, I can tell you some more fighters that I believe took dives. Patty versus Bobby. Bobby is a striker, guys. Bobby Green. Not saying no damn King Green. Guys, Bobby Green in that fight, he's a striker. He went to do a double leg. Bobby Green never does that.
Not much else of substance has landed for either of them.
Bobby. Takedown, that's guillotine attempt. Now, triangle. It was under the chin for a second, but the triangle is tight. That is locked in. King Green's going to try and step over with the left leg if he can. That's locked in, guys. That is tight.
Patty needs to get back in front of him.
He's going to pull on the head.
The angle. Now it's going to get tighter. Now it's tighter.
And now the options to escape for King Green, they're limited.
Oh, Patty's got him now.
Oh.
This is tight.
And the elbow is ready. It's going to be done. There it is. That's it. It's done. Patty Pimblett by submission in round one. He chokes King Green to sleep for so.
That was, again, a fight that was just given up. What else do we have? What's his name? Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland, I know he's been take some offers, guys. Kevin Holland.
Now he's got a fully locked in body triangle with back control.
RDR's got that choke in. Yeah, that's tight. He's going to put him to sleep here.
And then the fights he does really fight, when they're like, hey, hey, let him fight this one. We know he's going to lose. Shamaya, Kevin Holland, they knew they didn't even need it, hey, you could try to fight that one. We already know. But the other ones, when they're building up a fighter, guys, when they're building up one of their fighters, they have these, what do you call them? Journeymen. They have these journeymen that know they're never going to get the title. They're never going to get the title. They already have their chance. I feel like Michael Chandler did that. If Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler do it at the White House, you know that Chandler's taking that dive again. Because they know. They know not only are they old, they're like, not old, but they're older. Michael Chandler's only getting older. So his chances of getting a UFC championship title now seems long gone. But you know that money he's getting, again, money fights. That's why he's chasing that Conor McGregor fight. That's why he fought Patty. It was smart to fight Patty. He's still chasing the Conor McGregor fight. Why would he really do that, guys, unless Conor's going to want to fight at the White House? And guess what? He needs a dance partner. And the only person he knows that would actually accept taking a dive to make him look good, because he is the face of the UFC, him and John Jones. Who else? I can keep going. But those two fighters, if you're not signing up to let them win, they're going to find somebody's going to do it, or the fight's not going to happen. They're just going to get money off marketing something that's never going to happen. And I kind of feel that's the same thing that just happened with, the Francis and John Jones. That was one where I felt like it was never going to happen. The Tom Aspirin and John Jones, I don't know. I felt like it was going to happen. Then I felt like, no, I don't know what's going to happen. But again, it's probably because Tom Aspirin was not going to take no damn, no dive. He was not going to take a dive. But if John Jones fights Pereira, see, guys, this is the thing. See what I'm saying? Like, Pereira's not going to take no damn dive. That's more of a dangerous fight. But John Jones is really good, guys. We can't just take that away. I mean, I still kind of feel like the Cerrone guys. I'm with you on that one. I feel like that was Cerrone. Like, I mean, when you watch it back, you're like, but the way the submission is like, man, maybe hey guys, I don't know. Guys, this is crazy. Because then it's like, okay, if John Jones would have fought Tom, would Tom have took a dive? No. But then would John have beat his ass? Because then again, look what Cerrone was doing too. I'm sorry I had to do it. What Cerrone was doing. But that's maybe why Dana White said people will sleep on Cerrone after John Jones. Because Dana White knew Cerrone took a dive. And he probably could have beat John Jones. See, guys, I just solved it. He knew Cerrone could have beat John Jones, so he had to take the dive, and that's why they were like, oh, you know what? Cerrone is going to beat Tom because Tom has no clue. I don't know. This is just crazy, guys. But we do know this. Those fixed fights that we were talking about. I'm just, we don't know what John Jones and Tom Aspirin or whatever they were going to get into. But what we do know is that Conor McGregor versus Cowboy, guys, that is a perfect example of fixed fight. Patty versus Bobby Green. Sorry, it was too quick. It made Patty look really good. Drop a comment. Tell me what you guys think about fixed fights. Who do you guys think that actually that you thought was a fixed fight? Do you guys think that certain people that were coming up had fixed fights to build up their brand? Here's a good one. Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. Nate Diaz versus Tony Ferguson. I feel like that might have been one too, guys.
Some nice subtle stance switches there.
Again, if these fighters are not getting a championship or they're out of the championship conversation, if they are out of that conversation, then they have no reason to keep chasing this dream of getting in the top 5 or the top 3 or even fighting the champion if they already had their opportunity and they are just, they're just, hey, I'm in the top 10. Other than that, I can't get in that top 5. So what do? Well, they're then money fighters. They're entertainer fighters. They're just entertainers and the prize fighters. So then what do they have to do? They have to at least, get that money. They're getting money. Kevin Holland is making money being a prize fighter and then taking dives, guys. Bobby Green is a person that is a prize fighter and is taking dives too, guys. Tony Ferguson was, but then, Tony Ferguson did it for the Nate Diaz. Cowboy, he did it with Cowboy did it with Connor. And Cerrone did it with John Jones, guys. You guys drop, comment, tell me which fights do you think the fighter took a dive? Leave a comment. Let me know which ones. Do you think I'm tripping about the people that I just said? Do you think that I'm tripping? No. You know it's true. Now I'm glad it's coming into light because if we would have said this, if we would have made these allegations, with no proof like this, we would look like asses. But now, fighters are coming out saying that shit was fixed. Funny. Y'all want to come out now? What made you decide to open your mouth? And if you guys got offered, which fights? I want to know which fights were they? These are some allegations that can end up in court, guys. These fighters who said these 3 fighters, I'm just saying, hey, I want to know the fighters that they wanted you to take them dives for. Because if, it's just like this. If you're not going to put on that dress, somebody else is. So if you ain't going to take that dive, somebody else is. But who was that dive for? That is the question, guys. That is the question. You guys make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell so you can see the latest.